Hello everyone, Jeff here. So today I'm going to do an unboxing of live animals. Well, let's hope they're live and not dead animals. I'll get into that in a minute. So some of you may know I've been doing battle with hair algae. Let me hit the light so get the glare out. Okay. So you can see there's hair algae like tangled in some of this Java moss and just all around. You can see that this like stringy stuff. This is my 10-gallon guppy endler hybrid tank. So I've been trying to, get this hair algae under control. Unsuccessful up until this point. Like I have made an attempt to use. I got some easy carbon from Aquarium Co-op. That was the first thing I tried to do, but what that really seemed to have done was killed my guppy grass. I did once have like a bunch of guppy grass all in this area, and after trying using that easy carbon, all that died and didn't really do anything with the hair algae. Or if it did, maybe if I continued to use it, perhaps it would, but I don't want it to do harm to the plants. So I scrapped that, stopped using this. And then I was considering getting a Siamese algae eater. I thought about doing that, but then those could be, from what I've learned from researching, was that they can do a decent job eating algae, but then they grow big and can be vicious towards other fish. So then, what am I gonna do with it after that? And then the other option was to get some Amano shrimp. So that's what I decided to do. And none of the local fish stores here in Las Vegas have Amano shrimp, so I decided to order some from Flip Aquatics. So that's what this package is here. So before I open this, I really do hope they're alive and they're fine. But I was I'm kind of nervous because it is, I live in Las Vegas, and in the summer it's blazing hot. Like yesterday was 108 degrees, and before I had these shipped to me, I emailed Flip Aquatics and I kind of asked them what they ordinarily do if they have a situation where they're going to ship to a high heat climate. And if they basically have a live arrival guarantee, but then they also have a caveat that live arrival guarantee is void if they're left out in extreme weather conditions. Well, 108 degree temperatures would be considered extreme weather conditions, right? So I didn't want to be in any situation where that might happen, where they'd be left outside, and if the shrimp wouldn't survive that, and I would want it to be my fault for living in a high heat climate. So I asked them, how they might handle something like that, if it's better to wait, just not even attempt to ship it and wait, or what. And they did say, the dude there, his name is also Jeff, the person that responded to my email, and he said that they have maybe out of every 200 shipments of shrimp, they have maybe 3 cases that don't go well. So that, that's basically 1.5% of the time things don't go well. But then, is that of all situations? It's 1.5% of the time, which is is a small percentage that things don't go well. But I mean, if you take a subset of that, like how many that's going to change really? When you think it would change if it's if they're shipping, if they take all of their orders to, like, say Las Vegas or Phoenix, like where it's really hot, is it still only 1.5% on problems, or does that increase? It's not going to be the same if you take all the all across the country. If that's a percentage of issues, it's going to be more likely in unique situations, right? Well, anyway, so I didn't want it to be delivered where it's be left outside. If I'm not going to be available for them, the post office, to arrive and hand it to me in my hand. So they mentioned that they could have it held at the post office, and they did write hold for pickup. So that's what I was planning. And then I asked, do I get notified? How do I know when it's available for pickup? And they said that to check get a tracking number there, and I got an email with the tracking number so I could check the tracking status. So I was checking the tracking status, and with the expectation that the day that it comes, it's going to be the tracking status is going to be updated. It's available to be picked up. But instead, yesterday, it was out for delivery. So what we wanted to avoid was this package being on the mail truck all day. And apparently that's what happened anyway. So I was checking the track status. It was out for delivery 9:35 a.m. and the tracking status never got updated as if it was delivered. And then at 11:35 p.m. it said, there has been no updates. And then I did check in my mailbox, and I did get a card saying that that it can be picked up as of the next day, which was now today, August 4th. And so, I did just go and pick it up today. So, but that picking up today, after being apparently on a mail truck all day and a delivery attempt that was unsuccessful when it was not supposed to be any attempted delivery. Well, anyway, so I'm hoping that all my concerns, my being nervous, is not even going to matter. I'm hoping to open this up and everything's fine. So, that would be none of that will matter. But I'm kind of bracing myself because there's a chance these could have been exposed to a long time in 108 degrees as it was yesterday. And, I'm sure these shrimp are going to be in a bag, but, that small amount of water in 108 degrees for an extended period is likely, well, I would think it's enough to make me nervous, all right? But hopefully that's going to be okay. So let's see how it is. Let's hope for the best here. All right. So we get styrofoam insulated. Unravel this. Nothing is leaked, so that's good. See how well of a packing job they did, but hey, we have movement. Good see thing. All right, that's very good. Oh, that alleviates my concerns. All right, appears to be entirely full of water. I guess that means this is a breather bag, if anybody's familiar with shipping live animals. All kinds of movement. Alright. But based on this, looking through the camera, there should be 10 in here. So I ordered 10. I don't know if any. Based just from what I'm looking through here, I mean, I'll have to examine better without looking through the camera on my phone, but looks like all is well. Nothing dead on the bottom. Wow, okay. I'm relieved. I'll look closely if there's any, like, maybe if there could be any of the 10 that are dead, but I really was very worried that, I mean, I don't know if mail trucks are air conditioned. Even when I went there, I asked the lady that was working there if mail trucks are even air conditioned, and she said some are, some aren't. So, I would think that, and just feeling, well, I mean, if this got hot yesterday, I don't know. I mean, now it's like, just feeling it, the temperature is fine. So, I mean, it was like in the building, like room temperature, air conditioned building, like today, so overnight. But yeah, alright. That, I mean, I'll still examine. From what I can tell, it looks okay. I'm still gonna examine to see if all 10 are alive. It's hard, it's hard to look, but yeah, I'm happier now. So now let's take another look at this tank. So see all the hair algae. See how long it takes, and even if we have this other kind of algae that's on the Anubias leaves, they eat that too, or see how that goes. But curious to see how long it takes them to clean this up, or how well they do, or what. So there's 10 of them. I'm going to start with 10 of them in this 10-gallon tank, and I've also heard that these Amano shrimp are known to crawl out of aquariums, so I have a glass lid on this tank. Oh, it's hard to, see with the glare there, but there is like a little space in the back that they could crawl out of, and I've actually had a narite snail like come out of this aquarium and died. So I'm going to try to, maybe block that or cover it up so that they don't escape. Well, anyway, yeah. So the plan is to put 10 in here, all of them in here to start with. That's figuring that there are all 10 alive here, and then get this cleaned up and see how well they do, and then I'll probably move a couple of them. I'll still keep most of them in here, but then I'll probably move 2 of them to my 30-gallon planted live bear community tank, and then maybe 2 more into my mutt guppy, my 10-gallon mutt guppy tank. But yeah. Alright, so 10 Amano shrimp from Flip Aquatics, and I'm glad about that. So a lot of you may know Flip Aquatics. Rob from Flip Aquatics has a well known in the aquarium or the fish keeping community or shrimp keeping community as Lup Diesel. And so yeah, Amano Shrimp from Flip Aquatics. All right. Well, that's it for now. And in case you didn't already know, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies, and I enjoy kitties. And I figure I'm going to enjoy shrimp. Thanks for watching.